everyone, I'm Carol O'Halloran and welcome to the program. Over 50, so what? Fun, fitness, wellness and inspiration. Some of you watching today are still working or maybe working part-time. Are you ready for the transition to retirement? We're chatting with Mindset Michele Show about how to handle this transition with as little stress as possible. For you newbies watching, every show we do a fun, easy 5-minute fitness routine. So please join in the fun with Faye and I. Later, we have some more nostalgia from the 50s, 60s and 70s. Classic cars, rockabilly music and more. We're with Rats, Tatts and Pinups. Are you busy living or are you busy dying? Today on Energy for Life, we're going to look at how to successfully transition into retirement and make the most of our later years. We've previously spoken with Michele Show about resilience and about leaving a legacy. Michele is an award-winning author of mindful leadership, and she is the host of the Mindset Michele Show. Hi Michele, and welcome back to Over 50 So What? I think it's been 2 years since you were on the show.
It has been quite a while, hasn't it, Carol?
We've got an interesting topic today. Are you busy living or are you busy dying? That's a fantastic title, isn't it?
Many years ago when I saw the Shawshank Redemption movie, and Morgan Freeman says that to the other actor at the time, I thought, doesn't that just define whatever age you are, what focus, where you're putting your energy and where you're putting your attention to? Are you getting ready and busy living, or are you getting ready and busy dying?
So today we're looking at that very, very stressful, one of the top 10 stresses in life, moving into retirement. You're working, you've got a full life, constant social contact with people, and then all of a sudden you're not. So can you talk us through what happens to people at this phase of their lives?
In coaching area, we talk about something called the wheel of life. And in that, we look at many different areas which are important for people to think about throughout their lives. But when coming to your retirement, I think because it is such a stressful time, it's also a good way of looking at those different areas. And you're right, when people are retiring from their work, from their careers, which have in many ways defined them up until that point, they do suddenly then find that the adjustment can be quite difficult. So some of the tips around that I have are to do with thinking about some of the elements of that job, everything from the routine it gives you in terms of getting up during the day and what time of day and what time you eat, all of those sorts of things. So looking at your routine. Secondly, to also think about what is it that has defined you in that job? Was it that you were known as, helpful person, or you were an organised person? And see where else you can go and do similar sorts of things, volunteering or doing other activities like that, so that you can keep going with those same types of activities perhaps, but just not necessarily in your career as you may have known it up until then. All of these different elements are things that will help your mindset to make the adjustment from I'm working for this person in this organisation in this role or doing these activities to I'm still contributing to society, I'm still a valued member of society, and also socialising, which is one of the big things people talk about. You go from being around people you may have known and got used to for a long period of time to suddenly being on your own and going, where's that social interaction, where's that support group? Finding things that give you joy and then using those to actually create that similar sort of lifestyle where you're getting up, you're socialising, and you're contributing in some way.
Well, we've got a couple of groups of people watching. We've got the people that haven't retired yet, and it can be a lot of stress and anxiety around retirement if you're not ready. So if you're currently working, what sort of things should you do to prepare for that retirement stage?
One of the big things is to plan for it. For those people that are still working and thinking, I can't wait until I retire, can't wait to have all my time. Why I was attracted to the get busy living or get busy dying is that people can forget that when you actually finish in that job, it's not that you want to then get busy dying and be sitting around the house all day. You actually want to be busy, but just busy in a different way. So that get busy living element of it is around, well, what else do you want to fill your days with? And it's a great time before you retire to actually start to look at that. Do you want to retire and be playing golf every day, sitting down the beach every day? Whatever it is that, gives you joy and makes you feel happy and connects you with other people and gives you that lifestyle that you're active, you're mentally and physically active, so that you enjoy living life. All that has really shifted is when you're in a paid employment typically, and your time is much more controlled. You're there from 9 to 5, say. Suddenly, when you're retiring, you actually have so much more control over your time and what you can do, recognizing that you have been programmed in many ways to have that routine because of the constraints around the job. And when you then don't have that job there, what other ways can you use to program yourself, but to be doing the things that you enjoy?
Now that's an important point, doing the things you enjoy, because I find in my experience, there's a lot of people, they're so busy working that they really haven't developed any hobbies outside of their work. You mentioned golf before, but it could be, fishing, it could be, it could be for women, it could be dancing or craft or whatever. So if you haven't developed that thing that you have for fun, that whatever gives you fun and you're passionate about, and you're just focused on work, what can we do?
You raised some really good points there about how people may be focused on their job and also, of course, their family. Even if they're later in age, they may be looking after grandchildren, so they're doing their job and looking after children still, and so their life and their world is still very, very busy, and so there really hasn't been the me time, what I would think of as me time. It's a great question, because sometimes people may not even know what makes them happy. They may not know what gives them fun. So this is where, prior to retiring, if you can, it's a great opportunity to just trial things out, test things out. Go along to those men's sheds and work out, well, actually, no, everybody there is not quite my cup of tea, so I don't really want to go into a men's shed a couple of days a week. Same as volunteering in a charity shop of some sort. It's not everybody's cup of tea, but I'd say, go and check it out, and as much as you can, to work out what brings you joy and what makes you happy. And that can be, going to the beach, going for coffee, go to golf, whatever it might be. But I definitely say, don't think of it as if I go and have a look at this, then that's it. Think of it as being like a smorgasbord. You can go and trial and test all sorts of different things and to see what you like. And everybody is different.
I think a great place to go is U3A to get ideas, because you can get everything at U3A from, I've always wanted to learn Spanish, to I would like to upgrade my computer skills, to I want to get fitter. They've got massive range of activities there for the more mature, and I think that would give a lot of people ideas of what might pique their interest.
Getting ideas from U3 at University of the Third Age, but also your community centres. I know for some people they might be thinking, community centres and those activities there are for very, very old people, but in my experience, the activities that they have there are actually for people of any age group. And it's, again, a great way of going, well, I'm thinking that I might go and join a bridge group, for example, but I don't really know if I like bridge, and whether it's just for, again, really old people, older than where I'm at. I've always wondered what it would be like to, go and join a walking group. And so you can check out on YouTube videos, what's involved with walking groups. And I like to walk, but I don't walk very fast, and am I going to be left behind?
Awesome. Now, to finish off with, can you sum all of that up in about 5 key points?
I think the key points are you're either getting busy dying or getting busy living, and we all want to be getting busy living. And to do that, it's really, really important to think about your mindset. It's not happening to you, it's another phase of life. Just like when I mentioned before, you may have got married, divorced, children. It's a phase of life. What the wonderful, wonderful part is that you're older and you're wiser. So trust in yourself that you can actually make really good decisions. It may be a little bit rocky, but you're going to make the right decisions the more that you focus on getting busy living, and reach out when it gets tough and ask for other people around you finding the support networks, finding the opportunities, finding what gives you joy, and then just keep filling your days and your nights with what it is that gives you joy.
Beautiful. Well done. Thank you so much again, Mindset Michele. Great to have you back on the show.
It's fabulous. Thank you so much for having me visit again today, Carol. And I hope that your viewers have really taken to heart that retirement is another phase of life, and getting busy before you retire and setting up these different elements that we talked about today can actually help create that mindset where you're really focusing on how much fun you're going to have when you leave.
Oh yeah, hit those drums, get ready, come on. We're going to go grooving. Even doing 5 minutes, you'll feel better, especially if you get your sort of attitude on. We're aging with attitude, me and Faye, fabulous Faye. Oh yeah. Oh, grooving it. So you're just transferring your weight from one side to the other. Now we're going to take this groove to a step touch. Step touch. Oh yeah. Get that groove happening. Shake it out. Put your own flavour into it. You can do whatever you like with your arms. And come forward. Oh yeah. Take it back. Oh yeah. Bring it forward to me. Just watch where your feet are. Safety first. Let's do one more set. Forward. Take it back. Now we're actually going to kick our backside so we get heel to the bottom. So the sideways. Get that foot up at the back. Oh. Okay, now we take it forward. Come forward. Hold it there. Take it back. And forward again. That's it. Take it back. Okay, now we've got a fun one for you. We're going to stand on the right leg. We're going to kick the leg up to the back. Let's go. Heel, heel, heel. Just follow Faye. If you're not very good on your feet, you're a bit wobbly, just hang on to a chair or a table or something for support. Okay, let's try the other side. Weight on the left. Heel, heel, heel. Very good for falls prevention, getting that balance. Other side. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 2, 1. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2. Last set. 4, 3. Now we go back to the groove. Oh yeah. Just imagine the lights are dim. You're in your most popular nightclub you used to go to. The lights are down and the music is playing. No one can see what you're doing. Take it to a step Oh yeah. Okay. Bring it forward. Oh yeah. Take it back. We're going to go forward again. Let's go. Your legs should be on automatic now. Take it back. That's it. You know what comes next? Kick the heel up to the back. Kick it up. Oh yeah, looking good, feeling great. Awesome job, everybody. Here we are at Rats, Tatts and Pinups, having fun with these beautiful classic cars. You should come and check it out. Check out some retro gear, some vintage gear, some rockabilly, some rock and roll. Come and have some fun. And here we've got Sarah, who's all dressed up to come out for the day. Tell us about why you like getting dressed up.
Oh, I've been doing this for years. I came to the first show, so yeah, I think it's been about 11 years now.
What were the thoughts in your mind this morning when you...
Oh, I've had a tough week. I've been cleaning all week, so I just thought it'd be nice to get out and, you know, put some heels on and look at some nice cars and say hello to a few people.
And you also would get into the music as well?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, I'm going to dance later on.
And you go to events like every month, do you?
Yeah, whenever they're on, I try to get to them. It's not always I can, but yeah, most of the time I do. Once a month, yeah.
So tell us again about what your normal job is and why.
I'm a cleaner.
So you're normally, like you said.
I'm normally on my hands and knees scrubbing grout, so yeah, it's a nice change.
Nice change to get out and dress up and look beautiful. You look spectacular.
Thank you so much.
keep it up.
Thank you.
Wow, Jay, tell us about this beautiful yellow beauty you've got here.
Yeah. Well, it's a 1957 Chev, very common. See a lot of them around these days.
Do you?
Yeah.
In yellow?
Quite a few. Maybe not in yellow, but I purchased this in 1990, and yeah, back then they had to be registered as right-hand drive. So it was converted to right-hand drive and registered, and I've just done some minor changes to it over time. It's running a big block 454 Chevy in it, and it's got a turbo 400 and a 9-inch diff.
So how often would you get it out?
Well, I like to come to these events. Rats Tatts is always a good event, so yeah, I like to take it out every time. Nice day like this, good reason to take it out for a drive.
So if any blokes sitting at home are thinking about getting into classic cars, what would you say to them?
Oh, look, do it, yeah. There's always a reason. This takes me back to the old days, the 50s. I love the 50s, so that's sort of my era. And I like to keep it in the 50s theme. Pretty old school, that's me. Yeah.
Well, nothing wrong with that.
No.
Thanks a lot, Joe.
You're welcome, thank you.
Amanda, you're full on into the rock and roll rockabilly scene.
Absolutely, yes. It's very addictive.
And how long have you been doing it for?
I'd say probably about 12 years now, since I divorced and started a new lease on life.
So the whole thing is, if you get divorced, come and do rock and roll.
Oh, well, it's one of the good passions that you can take up, yes.
And you like getting dressed up and getting into the mood.
I love it. I love the whole scene.
And then with all the classic cars involved.
All the vintage cars, and the ladies come in their vintage clothing, and it's awesome. Yeah, it's very inspiring.
So how long do you think you'll keep doing it for?
Oh, I hope I'll be doing it until I can't do it anymore. That's probably the easiest thing to say.
And what would you say to your former self or someone else sitting at home that's never tried rockabilly before or rock and roll?
Yeah, get on your feet. Come to one of our classes that are everywhere in the Rock and Roll Victoria. You'll find we have a whole menu of classes that are in your area that you live in, and come and join us.
So how many events are you running at the moment?
With ALH, we pretty much, as Rats Tatts, we put on one a month, travelling to different venues. Probably end up being more now because a lot more venues are trying to lock us in because they just see all that and everybody wants it. But we will be moving into Saturday nights, so again, that'll probably be once a month. We're about to kick off our Dramana drive-in nights, so that'll be once a month, and we're at Vic Market promoting rock and roll, rockabilly and hot rods as well, so pretty much a full calendar doing something somewhere, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So it's predominantly Metro Melbourne.
Yeah, look, we go anywhere between Dramana and Geelong at the moment. We are going to spread our legs and move interstate, but that'll be later in the year. But yeah, at the moment, yeah, Dramana to Geelong, that with the ALH hotels, that's pretty much where they're based. So, and it works working at a hotel because it's just comfortable. You got everything you need.
Ron, tell us all about your dad's car here.
Well, it's a 1955 Studebaker Commander, and he bought it in about 1980 off a guy, Tim Speedy, and he's had it ever since. And I've just spent quite a bit of time getting it back to its better days because it was it sat in the garage for quite a while and sort of gone downhill. And so I did all the brakes, got it all running. I mean, it's just normal registration, it's not on club plates, and got it back on the road. And here it is.
So it's a bit of a passion project.
Bit of a passion project, yeah. I seen it in the garage and thought, oh, poor thing, it's looking a bit sorry for its wear, so decided to get the polish out and all that sort of stuff and clean it up, get it running. The motor wasn't running that great, needed new points, plugs, all sorts of stuff, new oil and all that sort of stuff. So done all that, cleaned it all up, got it running right, timed up, and yeah, she's back on the road, and she's looking pretty good actually.
So you'll be bringing it out to all the Rats, Tatts and Pinup shows, the classic car shows.
I took it for the first time to the last one at Sandown, and that was just after I got it all cleaned up and everything. And yeah, she's running pretty good and looking pretty good as well. So yeah, I'm quite happy with it. Said to my old man, like, no point, why leave it in the garage just, you know, rotting away? Let's get it out, get it cleaned up and get it back on the road, you know, start showing it off again. Because he used to love taking it to he's in the car club, I'm in the Studebaker car club, we both are, and he used to take it to all the car shows. But he's 89 now, and he's, you know, getting on a bit, and it's a little bit hard for him to get out, drive it. You know, no power steering or anything on this thing. Actually, the first time I drove it, the next day I had whopping sore shoulders.
A fitness exercise.
I drive a VF, you know, and electric steering and all that, and it's like you can drive it with your little finger. And I got in this thing, I was like, Jesus. First thing I did was take it down and blow up the tyres, and it didn't make any difference.
You got to work out.
What's wrong with the steering, Dad, you know? They got no power steering like the modern cars, you know. So anyway, it's all good now. I'm getting used to it. Let's just say I'm getting used to driving it.
So what would you say to other blokes out there that may have their dad's car sitting in the garage?
Well, get them out, get them cleaned up and get them back on the road. Don't let them sit around rotting away, you know. It's a bit of a passion, and you'll end up loving it.
Are you all fired up to go back in time? Details on Kingpin social events are on our website, carolalleran.com. Are you busy living or are you busy dying? For more info on getting your mindset ready for retirement, details on Mindset Michele Show are on the website. Are you keeping fit and active? Would you like to do more? More fitness videos on YouTube. Over 50, so what? Please connect with us on Facebook, YouTube or Insta. Over 50, so what? Thanks for watching, everyone. Keep active. Keep having fun. I'm Carol. Over 50, so what? Thanks for watching our TV show. Be sure to hit subscribe and then you'll never miss an episode. Jump on Facebook, join our group, get in on the fun, fitness, wellness and inspiration. I'm Carol, over 50, so what?